Hey, it's Naomi Lynn from Light 98.7, and it's Friday, which means it's another Firefighter Friday. I'm here with Jim Griffiths. You are the Assistant Chief at the Deerfield Fire Department, correct?
Correct.
Now, how long have you been there?
About 17 years now.
17?
Yes.
Have you worked at any other fire departments or just there?
No, just Deerfield.
But still, 17 years, that's quite a bit of time. Now, what first got you interested in firefighting?
I think I've always been interested in it. My grandfather was one of the original founding members of the department. I'd always wanted to be in the department, but I didn't know if I was going to stay in the area. I've been born and raised in the area, but after college I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in the area, so I didn't want to commit to something if I wasn't going to be here.
Right.
But when I realized it seems like I was going to be here, I decided to join.
Nice. So you're not just a firefighter though. You are an EMT as well.
Correct.
And you do that with the fire station?
Yes.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah, our fire department does fire calls and medical calls, so I basically will respond to everything there because I'm an EMT, so if it's a medical call, I'll go to those, you know, car fire, you know, fires, we do everything there, so.
Okay, so you can pretty much handle anything
Yes.
that you get a call for.
Yes.
And on top of that, you do have another job as well. You work with the Oneida County 911?
Yes, I'm a dispatcher.
Okay, so what is that? What is a dispatcher?
We take all the calls. We take emergency calls to non-emergency calls. Up at the 911 center, we do a little of everything.
Okay.
Again, we don't just answer 911. If you call the local police departments, we'll answer up there. If you're trying to get a hold of one of the local fire departments, you know, they may call us up there and then we'll get a hold of them because volunteers, they're usually not manned all the time, so we'll get a hold of them. Okay. So I get to see both sides. I get to talk to the people, and then I know what it's like to go to actual help
on the call. Yeah. So has there ever been a time where like you've gotten a call and you had to like send it out because it's an emergency and actually have to like answer that same call, or will that never happen?
I've actually had a couple of those. Just they've come in at the end of my shift.
Oh, okay.
So I've had them come in at the end of my shift, and I'm on my way home. I'll go to the call. So I've actually had a few of those.
That's crazy. Crazy to think about. Wow. So what's the best part of all your jobs? Everything that you do to help people, pretty much. That's every job you have.
Just giving back. Giving back, especially with the fire department. It's the community I've grown up in, so I know everybody, which also makes it hard too, because you know when you get that call, it's probably somebody that you know.
Right.
So that makes it a little difficult, but and all the other things that we do with the fire department, between our fundraising and, you know, we do different types of barbecues, our fish fries,
right,
you know, the field days, that we're giving back to the community, and you get to see everybody and you interact with them, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What would you say is the hardest part about your jobs?
And just some of the calls that you go to. You know, I mean, there's times you go, every time you go to something, you're going, okay, I'm going to help this person. There's times when you get there and, you know, there's really, I can try everything in my power, it's just, it's not going to help the situation.
Right.
So you try to make it as easy and as most comfortable, and, you know, do what you can.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of interacting with other people and just trying to comfort them and just let them know that you're doing what you can to help, and trying to make it as easy as possible, and we'll do everything we can to help them out. I mean, to go from a fire where a person's losing everything they've got to a family member that, you know, no matter what we do, we can't bring them back for them.
Right.
You know, so it's hard.
That sounds awful, honestly. Yeah, that sounds very difficult. Well, Jim, for everything that you do as a firefighter, as an EMT, as an Oneida County 911 dispatcher, correct?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's quite a bunch of titles there. For everything that you do, especially helping out in the community, we're proud to recognize you and feature you for this week's Firefighter Friday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.